Hey guys, it's Rob and thanks for tuning in. So this weekend, this Friday, I believe, the 14th, is the opening for The Hobbit. I am so excited for this movie. Lord of the Rings have to be my favorite movies. I kind of think of them all as one movie because they're really just one continuation of story with actors and they were kind of all filmed. And anyways, for me, they are one movie. They're my favorite movie. So I am so excited for The Hobbit. And with the anticipation of The Hobbit, with the release of The Hobbit, I've decided I want to reread it. I read it kind of around the time that Lord of the Rings came out. I think I read Lord of the Rings and read it after as a natural kind of progression, a natural step to it. And I was rereading it, and I was just on the part where Bilbo finds the ring. And I find it really interesting the way Tolkien did it. I will just see if I can find it here quickly and read you the part. He guessed as well as he could and crawled along for a good way, till suddenly his hand met what felt like a tiny, cold, metal ring lying on the tunnel floor. It was a turning point in his career, but he did not know. He put the ring in his pocket almost without thinking. Certainly it did not seem like any particular use at the moment. He did not much further, but sat down on the cold floor and gave himself up to complete miserableness for a long while. So very interesting how the ring, something so important to the mythology of the Tolkien universe, is just found by Bilbo, and there's almost no mention of it. It's just kind of, oh, he's looking around and there's a ring and puts it in his pocket. You may think, I mean, they did mention the part about how it was career changing or it was going to change his life, and that may seem, set off some bells. But if you read the rest of The Hobbit, there's several points where he says, it's career changing or it's going to change Bilbo's life. When the dwarfs first came, when I think the giants too was mentioned when they were with the giants or the ogres. So very interesting that he did it so subtle, and I think that's one of the many things that I like about him is that something that seems like it could be absolutely nothing will turn out to be huge, and such a good writer, and just the style, the voice of the book is really good and awesome for children of all age. I have a friend who's reading them to like her daughters, and they're like in grade 2 or whatever. So great book, totally check it out. I would recommend reading it before, as I've already mentioned in previous videos. In other news, League of Legends. Was it this Tuesday? No, it wasn't this Tuesday. It was the Tuesday before now, so I didn't get a chance to mention it before. But they get completely redid their store, their item store. So when you're playing a game and you go back to buy items, they like completely redid the entire thing. It added a bunch of new items. At first, I didn't really like it. I didn't like the store. I didn't like some of the new items. I still don't use a lot of the new items unless, of course, I am going jungle, in which I use the hunter's knife, and support, in which I get some of the new items there. And just as a quick kind of commentary or side note thing, I myself main as a support player, so when I'm playing ranked or when I really want to win a game, I'll play support. And I think that I really like what they did with the support items. I think I can get my build a lot faster. Even though they took out Heart of Gold, there's still the 2 GP items. They build nicely into Shirelia's and the ice shard thing now. And I think the supports are even more important now than they used to be in the game. And they were already arguably the most important character, but I think now their role is even greater and can provide more influence on the battle. And for me, I'm happy. So after an initial kind of thumbs down, I've given this patch a hesitant thumbs up. Yeah, so definitely check out League of Legends if you never have to, because it's such an awesome game. It's definitely in my top 5 games, the similar quality of Guild Wars 2 or StarCraft for sure, by far. Yeah, so kind of rambling today. I'm thinking I have so much in my mind that I'm just trying to get it out, and it's not even coming out right. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to answer the question from last week before this drags on as like a 50-hour blog. Last week I asked you, are you Christmas shopping? How are you doing it? Are you doing it mostly online, mostly the traditional way of going into the store, or kind of a mix of both? And for me, it's kind of a mix of both. I've got a couple of gifts for family members online. I've also gone to the store to get some gifts, and then also some of them have just been kind of gift exchanges from work where things are lying around the house, or I decided to paint something for some friends and that sort of thing. So I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. However, it seems like more and more each year I go towards the online stuff, especially since I live out somewhere where it's a half an hour drive to, I say, the nearest legitimate mall, and even then they don't have everything online. It's just so many options are there for you. I can get things that are just so obscure that I would not be able to find anywhere else. So I think more and more I'm leaning towards the online. But this year, it was almost a 50-50 split. All right, well, until next week, so say we all.